everyone, and welcome. And as you can tell by that amazing title card, we have the top 10 dumbest Spider-Man moments from the comics, specifically from the comics, because I will eventually get around to doing a movie worst moments from the movies, but or dumbest moments, but for now, yeah, I'm just gonna do the comics. So number 10. The Gathering doesn't happen. From Spider-Man, The Gathering of 5. So, the main problem with this story is, as I've said, The Gathering doesn't happen. The name of the book is Spider-Man, The Gathering of 5. So, why is The Gathering not happening in this story? Instead, it happens in a book called Spider-Man, The Final Chapter, which you'll you'll see a little bit later on the list. But it's just fucking stupid. I think it ends with a bank chase or something. But what you need to know is that basically the basic plot is that Norman Osborn, or the Green Goblin, same person, is trying to get this tablet together, 5 wedges. They each give like a different power. I believe it's knowledge, power, immortality, death, and madness. I think I hope I got that right. But anyways, it's 5 different things. You need 5 different people to do it, and each one of the 5 will get one of those 5 gifts. So yeah, that's the basic plot. It ends with them getting the 5 people getting the final wedge, but it doesn't happen. You don't even see who gets what. You have to wait until Spider-Man: The Final Chapter. So, yeah. Number 9. Robotic Parents. From The Amazing Spider-Man 386, or 356, or 66. I actually typed that wrong. 366 through 388, I believe. Yeah, so basically, in Spider-Man 366, Peter Parker's parents came back into his life. All was fine. And it was clear they meant to have them forever and have them as repeating characters and be there as long-running, recurring characters. But since they wanted them to go, the writers decided, nope, fuck them, they're done. They decided to retcon them and get them out of the series as stupidly as possible, as idiotically as possible, which we saw on Amazing Spider-Man. I don't even know when it started, but oh man. So apparently, I believe it was the Vulture created those. Oh no, it was Harry Osborn, the son of Norman Osborn. So he's basically the son of the Green Goblin. Created robot duplicates of Peter Parker's parents to get him to reveal his identity. And immediately as he's done this, with only a few months of Spider-Man knowing his parents, decides to reveal his identity. What a fucking coincidence. And then he starts fighting them, and yeah, so I believe Vulture gets some. The only thing that happens in the story is that, well, Peter Parker, the only thing that changes from the story is that, well, Peter Parker's parents are gone again, but that didn't really change anything because that's how it was for most of the series, so that's not really a change. And then Vulture, I believe, gets I don't know, young again or some shit like that, I don't know. But, anyways, number 8. The Gathering does happen. Yep, I told you you'd see this one. Spider-Man: The Final Chapter. So yeah, this one, The Gathering does happen. And apparently, I think Green Goblin supposedly gets the whole immortality from that gathering. And I believe Spider-Man kills everyone else. One of them gets death, so so Spider-Man kills all the people who didn't get death. So, yeah. And I believe it was Madam Web who gets death. But, anyways, it ends up with a climax in a burning building, because we haven't seen enough of that shit in the movies. And then, apparently, Green Goblin kills Spider-Man, or at least it looks like it. And then it turns out, with the twist ending, it may be a spoiler alert, but you probably shouldn't read this story anyway, that Green Goblin got madness from that whole, gathering thing. So, yeah. That's not a cop out. That's totally a good story element, not a cop out at all. But anyways, number 7. The Hobgoblin revealed. In Amazing Spider-Man number 289. So, yeah, the Hobgoblin was, I believe, I forgot who was the writer. In fact, hold on. Let me check who is the writer for this. Let me look it up on Google here. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Roger Stern started the Hobgoblin story arc. Yeah, I just need to know the name. But, so anyways, let me close out of that. Roger Stern actually started the story arc of the Hobgoblin, and it was a mystery who he was. Who was the Hobgoblin, And Roger Stern started it, but before he could finish the arc, he left. He left the company. So everyone else was just left to guess. Like, even the people at the company, the company didn't know, what do we do, because he wrote the story and, stuff like that. But, basically, they decided to go with the stupidest way possible. They revealed that the Hobgoblin was dead, but in fact was someone else. Yeah, so the story had been hinting that the Hobgoblin was Ned Leeds, a person who, he was a guy who really didn't like Spider-Man, he hated Spider-Man, so it would be clear that it was Ned Leeds. But the problem was, by the time that issue came out, Ned Leeds was already killed off by an editor who thought that they weren't going to do that storyline. So it's like, now what do you do? So they say that he was indeed Hobgoblin, but died like a bitch, because he dies from getting his throat slit. So he was Hobgoblin, but died like a bitch. And now they just create another mystery. Oh, who was in the Hobgoblin ever since he died? Who was in the Hobgoblin outfit then? And it's just stupid. And they do eventually reveal him, and it's someone completely stupid that no one really cared about. So anyways, number 6. Oh boy, this one. Green Goblin fucks Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Spider-Man number 509 through 514. Okay, so this is actually a story arc here that Green Goblin fucked Gwen Stacy, and Gwen Stacy had a kid, like 2 kids, twins, that are evil and had some disease where they grow older faster or some shit like that, and then they have to fight them and kill them. But the main reason this is on there is just because Green Goblin fucks Gwen Stacy. And also, the panel you're looking at right now is also the reason it's on here. Because, I mean, look at it. Look at Green Goblin's face. Look at it. Look at it. Ugh. Anyways, number 5, Reset. Spider-Man One More Day. So this storyline completely, just said fuck you to all the Spider-Man comics and reset everything. Yeah, it just reset everything. Okay, so Spider-Man pretty much makes a deal with the devil, and if you make a story where a superhero makes a deal with the devil, then you should just, never write anything again, unless it's in fact, no, just never write anything again. No. So he makes a deal with the devil because Aunt May died in the last issue, I believe. So Mephisto, who is the devil, pretty much tells him that I can give you Aunt May's life back, but you have to give me your marriage. Oh yeah, this was after Peter Parker and Mary Jane were married, and pretty much this they both see each other and they both agree that we'll find each other anyway, even if so he can get Aunt May's life back if he agrees to basically forget everything about his marriage with, Mary Jane. And their response is, we'll find each other anyway, which is code for, we're just gonna retcon this shit in about a few issues. So, it doesn't really matter. And then they show them the kid they'll never have, which is some red-haired chick, I don't know. But, I don't know why I called her a chick, it's a girl. But anyways, and then they reset everything back to a couple years ago. Harry Osborn's alive, Mary Jane and Peter had a breakup, and, Aunt May's alive, though. So, yay. Number 4, a giant pregnant spider from Spectacular Spider-Man number 17 through 20. Wow, okay. So basically in this issue, there's some other stuff that goes on, but mainly there's this supervillain named the Queen who, for some reason, touches Spider-Man's shoulder, and then he starts to mutate into a giant pregnant spider, and then gives birth to himself, and then kills the Queen, and then just gets organic web shooters. And the problem with these organic web shooters is that there's multiple shots, much like this one that I'm about to show you, where it looks like he's jizzing out of his hand. I mean, look at that. Tell me you do not see that. Tell me you do not see that. Really? Okay, so, we're actually going to talk about more jizz. So, in the next one, number 3, Spider Semen from Spider-Man Reign. Oh boy. So basically this storyline was completely stupid. It was supposed to be really dark and dumb, and it wasn't supposed to be dumb, but it was supposed to be dark and gritty, but it just came off as stupid and bullshit. Where in this particular storyline that I'm focusing on, subplot, I guess, basically Spider-Man throughout the whole comic series is like getting visions, feeling guilty about Mary Jane being dead, and but we don't know how she died. We just know she's dead. And it was revealed that she got cancer, which is fine. If they just said, like, oh, he felt guilty because he was fighting crime while Mary Jane died, that'd be great. That'd be great. It'd be a great reason to feel guilty, But no, he had to be the cause of it. So they said that his blood is filled with radioactive, cancer or whatever. And not just blood, all of my other fluids. So what they're hinting at, they don't actually say spider semen. That would just be okay. But, yeah. Yeah. Number 2, clones? Really? The Clone Saga. Oh boy. And the reason I said Clone Saga, like in the other ones, I give a specific Spider-Man, like, book or Spider-Man, issue comic thing. But this one is the saga, because this one took place, I don't even know how many issues this was, but it was so long, it was so stupid. A lot of people would put this at number 1. Like, jeez. I mean, oh boy. Oh boy. Like, and it also leads to, I don't even know. Like, there's so many storylines to focus on. But most people think of that one. I forgot which one it was. I took all these pictures from one particular story arc where, I believe it features the Jackal, and he's making these bunch of Spider-Man clones, and, they all want him dead. But the main thing is that they all start melting because, in quote-unquote, they weren't baked enough. He didn't leave them in the lab long enough, so they weren't made properly. That is the literal real totally 100% thing that and also at least this fucking image, which is just amazing but stupid at the same time. So anyways, number 1, Maximum Carnage. Oh boy, a lot of people would put, like I said, the Clone Saga is number 1. But I put Maximum Carnage as number 1 because my favorite villain is Carnage. So I felt much more pissed off at this one. Because, oh boy, this is a clusterfuck if I've ever saw one. I mean, if you want... oh man, like, I believe Spider-Man teams up with Venom and they try to... The X-Men join in at one point. I'm pretty sure the Avengers join in at one point as well. So much stuff going on. I mean, if you want a perfect feel for how much of a clusterfuck it is, this story is, look at this image. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Do you even know what is going on? Because I have no clue. It ends with Venom beating Carnage and throwing him into a pile of generators, I guess. I don't know. But, and then, you know, Spider-Man has done absolutely nothing in the story because he doesn't kill Carnage. He doesn't really do anything. He's not the one that, like, tracks down Carnage. I believe that was Captain America who did that. And so Spider-Man does nothing in this story. And also, in the last previous Carnage story, that symbiote was destroyed. But apparently Carnage can just regenerate the symbiote for some reason. Which makes this story even more pointless because they don't even destroy it. They just drag his body off. So what's gonna keep him from just regenerating the symbiote again? What the fuck's the point of that? I don't know. That was the top 10 dumbest Spider-Man stories from the comics. And let me know if you want me to do more of these. Let me know if you want to see the top 10 dumbest moments from the movies. And I will see you guys next time.